Title: The Last Shift. Based on a true story. Maple Hollow, Illinois, wasn't the kind of town where people locked their doors. The population hovered around 2,700, the kind of place where everybody knew everyone. And most of them had been born there. So when 34-year-old nurse Emily Harrow didn't show up for her 7 a.m. shift at Hollow Creek Medical Center on the morning of October 12, 2019, people noticed. At first, her co-workers thought she'd overslept. Emily was responsible, beloved, and never late. But she was also human. Maybe her phone died. Maybe she hit traffic. But by noon, concern turned into panic. Calls went unanswered. Her apartment was locked. Her car sat cold in the driveway. Her cat, Gus, hadn't been fed. A missing person report was filed by 3:17 p.m. Emily had no enemies. She was described by colleagues as the glue of the night shift. Always the one to bring extra granola bars or cover for others. Patients loved her for her warmth, her ability to remember names, birthdays, allergies. Outside of work, she was quiet. No spouse, no children. Few friends, mostly co-workers. Her parents had passed within months of each other the year before, and she'd thrown herself into her job afterward. Some said she was still grieving, others called it strength. The police initially believed it might be a random act. A break-in gone wrong, a chance encounter with a stranger. But there were no signs of forced entry. No blood. No struggle. Her phone, keys, and wallet were gone. Nothing pointed to foul play, yet something felt off. 2 weeks in, the investigation turned up little. Then a break came from her phone records. On the night she vanished, Emily had made one final call. Not to 911, not to a friend, but to a burner number. One registered under a fake name. A second call came in minutes later. Also from a burner. They traced the number to a prepaid phone sold at a gas station 15 miles away. No surveillance. No fingerprints. But now they knew. Someone had been communicating with Emily secretly. Detectives dug deeper. Emily's internet history showed a string of late-night searches in the weeks before she disappeared. Terms like, the room was meticulously clean. No fingerprints. No dust. But behind the monitors in a vent, they found a small, sealed Ziploc bag. Inside, Emily's necklace. A thin silver chain with a charm shape. Signs of emotional abuse. How to get a restraining order without telling your employer. Hidden cameras for apartments. What had she been so afraid of? Suspicion turned toward one of the town's golden boys. Officer Dan Kilmer. Dan was a Maple Hollow native. 39, divorced, clean record, known for helping old ladies cross the street and hosting barbecues on Memorial Day. He'd also dated Emily. Briefly, quietly, about a year earlier. No one had even known they were together until her friend and co-worker, Jess, mentioned it in a casual interview. It was short, Jess said. She ended it. Said it felt rough. Like he was too interested in knowing where she was all the time. When asked why she hadn't told anyone sooner, Jess replied, Emily didn't want drama. She hated making waves. Detectives pulled Kilmer's records. He'd responded to 2 wellness checks on Emily's apartment over the past 6 months. Both times he'd marked the incident as no cause for concern. But Emily had never reported anyone, and the 911 logs showed the calls had come from anonymous numbers. Then came the twist. A neighbor, Mrs. Langley, 78, and a notorious busybody, told police she'd seen Dan at Emily's apartment the night before she disappeared. He wasn't in uniform, she said. But I remember those boots. Always stomping. Police confronted Dan. He claimed he and Emily had remained friendly, and that she'd invited him over to talk. But when asked why his phone number didn't appear in her call log, he went quiet. A search warrant was issued. In Dan's home, investigators found a locked room in the basement. Inside, surveillance monitors. Feeds from multiple hidden cameras, including one aimed at the hallway just outside Emily's apartment door.